All right, welcome everybody. Uh, Today's a very exciting day for an inclusive Colorado that really represents a Colorado for all in which everybody can thrive. Today, moments from now, I'll sign a bill that will end the tortuous practice of conversion therapy in Colorado. As was demonstrated, I want to thank all of the people who testified for this bill, not just this year, but I understand for 5 years that it took to get it done. Let's give everybody who worked hard to pass this bill a round of applause. And as was indicated in so many powerful personal testimonies, not only is there no evidence whatsoever that anybody can change their sexual orientation, but in fact, many of these so-called therapies or treatments are counterproductive, leading to lifelong issues with depression, even ultimately ending in suicide for some. This will help so many people in Colorado to make sure that no one can be forced to attend a tortuous conversion therapy pseudoscience practice. And I think Colorado is proud to join 15 states in banning conversion therapy. We're also signing a bill called Jude's Law, and we're so excited that Jude is with us. Jude testified not only this year, but when she was even younger. How old were you when you started testifying for this bill?
I was 9.
When she was 9 years old, and we know how intimidating that can be. We appreciate all the young people that come testify before our legislature and committee, but starting when she was 9, she came to testify on the importance of this bill. I want to thank Representative Escar for naming the bill after her in the third reading as well. And Jude's Law will make it easier for transgender Coloradans to amend their gender identity on official documents so that they can be proud of who they are and don't have any difficulties when they're presenting those official documents as well. You know, we know that in the history of our state, in just 27 years, we've had a remarkable transformation from what was derogatorily called the hate state to a place where the rights of all Coloradans are respected, where we have a strong LGBTQ caucus in our state legislature, where we move forward with valuing the contributions that every Coloradan makes, regardless of their race, regardless of their gender, regardless of their orientation, regardless of their gender identity. We truly are stronger together when we not only accept, but we celebrate our diversity as part of what makes Colorado a strong place to live and a growing economy. And you know, I want to sign these bills right as Pride Month kicks off, because our state should be a place where everyone can be safe and proud of who they are and contribute from their diverse perspectives to make our state even better. What a great way to kick off Pride Month for 2019. Happy Pride Month, and thank you to the sponsors of these bills. Our legislative champions who've been working on this issue for many years will now present. It's my honor to introduce Representative Danae Escar from Pueblo.
Good morning. What a beautiful day. And I'm not just talking about the weather. What an amazing day to be in Colorado. You know, I stand here today so humbled and full of so much pride. I actually have been working on LGBT rights for years, but not necessarily as an elected official. I was here testifying for civil unions every single year. I was here testifying for bills that were important to Colorado before I ever became elected. So when it came time to think about Jude's Law, and I saw this young girl literally grow up in front of us, it was without hesitation that I decided that we needed to name this bill after her, because she was here every single year we ran that bill with the courage as a 9-year-old to share her story with the world. So I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Jude for everything and her family. This was the first year I had the honor of being a sponsor of the conversion therapy bill. And I know it wasn't just me who pushed this through the finish line. I want to thank every single person who sponsored this bill before me that are here with us today as well. Where's Rosenthal? There you are. This has truly been a testament of how progress sometimes takes time. But I think with the election last year, electing our very first gay governor in the United States, flipping the Senate to Democrat, we are showing Colorado what true progress means, and we are passing 2 bills into law today that are truly going to make life in Colorado even better for our LGBTQ friends and family. And I couldn't be more proud to be the bill sponsor of both of these bills and to be standing here in front of you today. The last thank you I want to give is to One Colorado. When I was here, you all were organizing community long before I was ever had a seat in this building. And I was here with you all then. I'm here with you today. Thank you for your continuous advocacy for the people of Colorado. Thank you so much for pushing this. Again, it's an honor to be here today. As the co-chair of the LGBT caucus, I am proud to say that we are here together today to make sure we continue to push Colorado forward and make life better for everyone. Thank you. I'd like to introduce my LGBT caucus co-chair, Senator Moreno.
Well, thank you everyone for being here. It is a great day indeed. And my name's Dominic Moreno. I represent Adams County in the state Senate. And I was the proud Senate sponsor of Jude's Law. And so excited that after years and years of trying, it will finally be signed into law today. Sometimes the best things in life are worth waiting for. And although we had to wait all of those years to finally get this bill across the finish line, get it to the governor's desk, something pretty miraculous happened in that time. And that's the fact that both Jude's Law and the ban on conversion therapy passed with bipartisan support in both the House and the Senate. That is a testament to the work you all have done, showing up year after year to educate folks, to testify, to make sure your legislators understand the importance of these issues to the LGBT community. So thank you for showing up year after year, for sometimes going home in disappointment because we didn't get it across the finish line that year, but we finally made it happen. And I'm so excited to be here, to be with you today. And I do have to give credit also to my predecessor, Senator Jesse Ulibarri, who sponsored the bill as well. It took a lot of effort from you all, from many legislators that have come before us, but the day's finally here, and let's get this bill signed. And I am honored to introduce my counterpart, our good state representative in Commerce City, Daphne Michelson-Janae.
Thank you so much. It's an exceptionally exciting day to be alive in Colorado. And I am honored to be here with my beautiful daughter, Gabriella Michelson, who just graduated high school this week. So this bill is for all of the children of Colorado, not just those children who we might know are LGBTQIA+. These are our children. And when we do not respect our children, none of our children can thrive. And the practice of conversion therapy simply said to our children, I don't believe you, I don't respect you, and I do not accept you as you are. And that ends now. Last year, I had the distinct honor of being invited to be the co-prime on this bill with Representative Paul Rosenthal. Without him, I would not have been able to continue to carry this bill, and we would not be standing here in this moment. And I would just like a round of applause for Representative Rosenthal's work on this bill. And it can never be said enough how grateful we are in Colorado to have One Colorado. One Colorado makes sure that your voice is heard at the Capitol and that the legislation that goes through does not negatively impact any member of our community, no matter who they love. So thank you, One Colorado. It's been the honor of my life to know that I don't have to sit in that hearing room again this year and listen to, I guess it's funny, but also we sat there and we listened to tears every year. People would come back and lay their story on the line. They would sob in front of the members of the committee. I could never keep myself together. I know women aren't supposed to cry in public because I guess that's the death of a political career. I don't know. But I sat there and I sobbed next to the children who sobbed with us. No more sobbing children. Thank you all for being here. And now, my esteemed colleague on many things youth-related and suicide prevention-related, please welcome Majority Leader Senator Fenberg.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. I think the theme that you're hearing today is that this was a lot of hard work. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into these two bills. But the real story is that we worked hard. We got these bills across the finish line, but so much work came before us to make this possible. It wasn't just the last couple of years of grueling committee hearings or of hearing people's stories and making them go home at the end of the day without a victory for several years in a row. It was really the work that so many of you and so many others put in, frankly, over decades to get us to where we are today. So thank you so much to all the advocates, all the survivors, all the folks that told their stories as hard as it was, because that is what got us to this point today. I want to say thank you to the governor. Thank you to all of the senators, the representatives who voted for this, no matter what side of the aisle you were on. That is the important thing also to celebrate right now is these bills were not partisan bills, because being gay is not partisan. Being someone who is a survivor is not partisan. This is about human rights and protecting our children in the state of Colorado. And the important thing to take away here today is that Colorado is now officially saying that being gay does not need to be cured. Being gay is not a disease that you need to see someone for. And instead it is something to be celebrated and accepted and welcomed with open arms. So thank you everyone for getting these bills to where they are today. It's an incredibly exciting day for the state of Colorado. So humbly, thank you for everybody who came before us to get these across the finish line.
All right, we're going to sign the bill in a moment. I want to acknowledge a number of our other legislators who are with us. Senator Zenzinger is with us. Representative Kipp is with us. Representative Valdez is with us. And Senator Gonzalez is with us. Good. Representative Froelich is with us. And of course, particular acknowledgement to somebody who made history in Colorado, breaking yet another barrier, our amazing representative, Brianna Titone. We are also joined by somebody else who broke a barrier in Colorado along with me, First Gentleman Marlon Reese. Did I mention all the legislators who are here? I think so. Well, thank you. And of course, so many others on both sides of the aisle who supported this important step forward for our great state, for an inclusive state that acknowledges that our diversity is a big part of our strength. And with that, let's sign the bill.
All right, June. Woo! Hey, get back. Come on.
I tried.